The Sports Town Podcast. The STP Sports Lightning Round. Your biggest sports stories in the world this past week.
The Washington football team has been fined a record amount of $10 million for a bad workplace environment. Washington was accused of a toxic environment back in July of 2020. It was also reported that co-owner Tanya Snyder will take over day-to-day operations and Dan Snyder will take over the new stadium plans and other things. There were many allegations filed against the Washington football team, but mostly concerning the cheerleaders. According to a video producer, Brad Baker, he was issued to take a video of the cheerleaders that exposed their breast. Baker also said that the video was intended for Snyder. Last July, WFT hired Beth Wilkerson, who was independent. She was hired to find if there were sexual harassment, bullying, and other things in the workplace. Wilkerson did indeed find many instances of bullying and sexual harassment toward employees. There was also no HR for the Washington football team. After the ruling, Dan Snyder stated, "I have learned a lot in the past few months about how my club operated and how the kind of workplace that we had. It is now clear that the culture was not what it should be. The $10 million will go to many charities that include anti-bullying, education that involves character, and improving relationships with the women in the workplace." Thanks for listening to the Sports Town Podcast, or the STP Pod for short. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and much more. Also, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Sports Town Podcast. If you want to check out more videos of the Sports Town Podcast, click on the right.